Johnny Crawford was born John Ernest Crawford on March 26, 1946, in Los Angeles, California, into a family already intertwined with the entertainment industry. His parents, Betty and Robert Lawrence Crawford Sr., nurtured an environment where creativity was not only encouraged, but understood as a way of life. His father's work as a film editor and later a television producer exposed Johnny to the mechanics of storytelling at an early age, quietly shaping his future path. Growing up alongside siblings Corydon, Robert Jr., and Nance, Johnny experienced both the closeness of family and the unique pressures that came with working in show business. The Crawfords' diverse heritage, Russian, English, German, and Irish, added to a rich cultural backdrop that subtly informed Johnny's artistic sensitivity. From the beginning, his life balanced childhood innocence with professional discipline, a balance that would define his journey for decades to come. Early promise and the Mickey Mouse Club, Johnny Crawford's professional career began remarkably early, reflecting both his natural talent and his family's familiarity with the industry. In 1955, he was selected as one of the original Mouseketeers on Walt Disney's groundbreaking television program, The Mickey Mouse Club. Although his time on the show lasted only one season, the experience proved invaluable. It introduced him to the demands of live performance, strict rehearsal schedules, and the expectations of a national audience. Sharing the stage with future stars like Annette Funicello and Bobby Burgess placed Johnny at the center of a cultural phenomenon that defined a generation of American children. While Disney eventually released him from his contract, the exposure and training he received laid a solid foundation. More importantly, it gave Johnny confidence and visibility, allowing casting directors to see his emotional range and quiet charisma at an age when many children were still discovering themselves. Breakthrough roles in live television. In 1956, Johnny Crawford delivered a performance that firmly established him as a serious young actor. He starred in the NBC live broadcast Little Boy Lost, airing on March 15th, portraying a child navigating fear, loss, and hope with striking authenticity. Live television demanded precision and emotional honesty, and Johnny rose to the challenge, capturing the hearts of audiences across the country. That same year, appearances on shows like The Lone Ranger further demonstrated his versatility and professionalism. These early roles marked him as more than a cute child performer. He was a dramatic actor capable of carrying complex material. During a time when television was still defining itself, Johnny became a familiar and trusted presence in American living rooms. His performances reflected a maturity beyond his years, earning him respect from directors and fellow actors alike, and opening the door to consistent work throughout the late 1950s. Growing up on screen, during television's golden era, as the 1950s progressed, Johnny Crawford became a regular presence across a wide range of television genres. He appeared in dramatic anthologies such as The Loretta Young Show, where emotionally driven storytelling allowed him to deepen his craft. Roles in series like Sheriff of Cochise, Mr. Adams and Eve, and Whirlybirds showcased his ability to move effortlessly between drama, comedy, and action. Working alongside seasoned professionals taught him discipline and adaptability, skills essential for survival in Hollywood's demanding environment. Unlike many child actors, Johnny avoided being typecast, instead building a resume that reflected curiosity and range. This period was formative not only for his career but for his identity, as much of his education came directly from working on sets rather than traditional classrooms. Through it all, Johnny maintained a grounded demeanor, earning a reputation as reliable, respectful, and deeply committed to his work. Film work and creative exploration. As Johnny matured, he began seeking roles that allowed him to explore more serious and diverse subject matter. In 1965, he appeared in Indian Paint, portraying a young Native American facing the challenges of identity and adulthood. He also took part in The Restless Ones, a faith-based drama that reflected his openness to meaningful storytelling. In 1967, Johnny appeared in Howard Hawks' Western El Dorado, sharing the screen with legends John Wayne and Robert Mitchum. Though his role was small, the experience of working under a master director on a major production was invaluable. These film projects demonstrated Johnny's willingness to evolve beyond his teen idol image. Rather than chasing fame, he pursued opportunities that offered artistic growth. This period showed a young man thoughtfully navigating the transition from childhood stardom to adult creativity in an industry that often struggles to allow such evolution. Returning to acting with purpose, after completing his military service, Johnny Crawford returned to acting with a quieter, more selective approach. In 1968, he appeared in Hawaii Five-0, signaling his re-entry into television. He continued to take on meaningful projects, including the resurrection of Bronco Billy, a short film produced by his friend John Longenecker. The film went on to win the Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Subject, a significant achievement that highlighted Johnny's commitment to quality storytelling. In the 1970s, he explored unconventional roles, including a part in The Naked Ape, a satirical examination of human behavior. Guest appearances on shows like Little House on the Prairie and Murder, She Wrote, introduced him to new audiences. These roles reflected a career guided by curiosity rather than commercial pressure, allowing Johnny to remain creatively fulfilled. The Rifleman and A Lasting Bond. For many fans, Johnny Crawford will always be remembered as Mark McCain on The Rifleman. On screen, his relationship with Chuck Connor's character radiated authenticity, and behind the scenes, that bond was real. In later years, Johnny spoke openly about Connors as a mentor and father figure during his formative teenage years. He recalled feeling protected and respected on set, treated not as a child, but as a professional whose voice mattered. Connors shared life lessons drawn from his own experiences, emphasizing discipline, perseverance, and integrity. While acknowledging Connors' intensity and high standards, Johnny viewed those traits as expressions of deep care for the show and its message. Their relationship extended beyond filming, leaving a lasting emotional imprint. When Connors passed away in 1992, Johnny mourned privately, honoring the profound influence of a man who helped shape his life. Love, reunion, and personal joy. Away from the spotlight, Johnny Crawford experienced a deeply meaningful personal chapter when he reunited with Charlotte Samko, his high school sweetheart from Hollywood High. Their teenage romance had ended as life carried them in different directions, but fate brought them back together in 1990. This reunion matured into a lasting partnership built on shared history and mutual respect. The couple married in 1995, finding stability and companionship after years apart. Their relationship offered Johnny a sense of grounding that balanced his public life. Charlotte became a constant source of support, especially as they navigated the later years together. Their story reflected the enduring power of young love rediscovered, not as nostalgia, but as a conscious choice to build a future together. For Johnny, this chapter represented fulfillment beyond career success, rooted in loyalty, affection, and shared understanding. Music, legacy, and creative fulfillment. In the 1990s, Johnny Crawford returned to music in a new and deeply personal way. He founded the Johnny Crawford Orchestra, a vintage dance band dedicated to preserving the sounds of the 1920s and 1930s. Leading the orchestra allowed Johnny to connect with music history while sharing his passion with live audiences. The group became a staple at prestigious events, including the Art Directors Guild Awards, where they performed for 15 consecutive years. In 2012, the orchestra released Sweep the Clouds Away, a lovingly crafted album celebrating the elegance of early American popular music. This phase of Johnny's life was marked by joy rather than pressure. He was no longer chasing charts or ratings. He was honoring artistry for its own sake. Through this work, Johnny demonstrated that creativity can evolve gracefully, deepening with age and experience, final years, and a life remembered. In 2019, it became public that Johnny Crawford had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a heartbreaking condition that gradually affected his memory and independence. Surrounded by the love of his wife Charlotte and the support of close friends, Johnny faced his illness with dignity. Actor and longtime friend Paul Peterson helped organize financial support to ensure Johnny received proper care, reflecting the deep respect he inspired within the entertainment community. Johnny passed away on April 29, 2021, at the age of 75 due to complications related to Alzheimer's disease. His death marked the end of a remarkable journey that spanned decades of American entertainment history. Johnny Crawford is remembered not only for his talent, but for his kindness, humility, and quiet strength. His legacy lives on through his work, his music, and the countless lives he touched with sincerity and grace.